I am Reverend Father Lawrence Kawagga. I come from Uganda, from a family of 12 children, from the Diocese of Vocational Diocese. And I'm working currently at Prince of Peace Catholic Parish in Nebraska.
How long have you been ordained a priest, Father?
It's now 1 year and 4 months, a priest.
Tell us a little bit about vocations of the priesthood in your home diocese and number of seminarians and just the general kind of some of the differences you see in your home country versus the United States.
Oh, okay. I think in Uganda we have a good number of vocations to the priesthood. In my diocese, it's a younger diocese in Uganda. It began around 1996, 1997, and currently we're having, I think around 50 to 60 major seminarians. And in the minor seminary, because we have one minor seminary in the diocese, they have more than 300 plus seminarians. Although other dioceses have many seminarians and many priests. So there is an increase in the vocation to the priesthood. That makes it to be like the cut-off points are raised. But if you are called to be a priest, of course, God calls you to become one. And then if I'm to compare here, I think here I have a few, of course. Like in the diocese, having one deacon to be ordained in Uganda, that would be like a very big surprise, because we are waiting to see many to be ordained. So I think what leads to that is in Uganda we try to be too close to the seminarians and to the young ones. Like in schools, we try to motivate them. You play with them, you pray with them, joke with them. There's that closeness, I think. It helps. And we have big families, of which most of them are Catholics. So you can find that we have a lot of altar servers. So as they are looking at you, they observe, they love the priesthood, and at the end they ask how to join the priesthood. I think that's how we get the big number. And still people try to offer their children for the priesthood. So it's not about only the children, but even the parents participate a lot in the call of the children. Yep.
Tell us about your own personal vocation story and your journey to the priesthood.
My personal vocation, it began from 2005. I was 9 years. I was young. That's after the death of my father, because my father died in 2002. So it just began something like, I don't know how God calls people, that's the truth. But I was just in a sub-parish. In Uganda have sub-parishes. Here you have one main church. In Uganda have the main church and then other sub-parishes. So I was going for sub-parish mass. And then the priest comes with the altar servers from the main parish. And then one of the Christians, he was the choir master, told the priest that, Father, when you will stop coming with the altar servers, we want to have our own from here. So the next Sunday, the priest came with no altar server. So he asked this guy, so I'm here alone, who is going to serve at the altar? So he just pointed at me. This small boy of the late St. Agile. St. Agile was my father. That's when I went at the altar. I didn't know what to do. I was just up there looking at the priest and he was telling me what to do. Then that same year, I think it was November, I went for the practice at the parish because we used to do every Saturday we have to do practice as altar servers with the priest or other elders before we practice what will happen tomorrow. So I became too close to the priests, to the seminarians, and then that made me love priesthood more because everyone used to come was asking me, when are you joining the seminary? I had no answer. I couldn't think about joining the seminary because the seminary was too expensive. And then they kept on asking me questions about joining the priesthood. But even my family wasn't good enough to support me. So I just kept on going to school and serving. But later I joined slowly and then in another diocese, because personally I'm born from Kampala Diocese. It has a very good number of priests, more than I think 400 priests. And then this priest came 2008 and he told me, Lawrence, pray for me. If I get some money, at least you go and study in the seminary once, even if it will be one semester. So he told me, work hard, get better grades, and then God will provide everything. So when the time reached, that is when I finished my first level of secondary level, that is senior 4 in Uganda. I don't know the grades here. So he called me again and asked me if I still wanted to join the seminary. So he told me, Lawrence, there is an opportunity. In the Cardinal Diocese, they have few priests, and it is a young diocese. There is a seminary there in Cardinal Diocese, which is a bit cheaper than the other seminaries. I know you cannot afford the money of those small it is, but I know God will provide. So if you want, we can go do the interview. So we went with him, I did the interview. He paid the first tuition for my seminary, and he told me this is the last. Other tuition God will provide. And that's the truth. God has been providing. Someone gives you some little money, you collect, you go back home, you work, you collect, you go and construct some houses with your brother, like that stuff, digging, you get some money, then you go on. So that's how I entered the Cardinal Diocese. I studied the last 2 years of secondary, and then after the bishop came, by then Bishop Paul Semogere at the seminary, he used to meet each seminarian like face to face, and then he asked me one question, Lawrence, are you going to remain with us in the diocese, or they are going to steal you from us? As if he knew that I would go back to where I'm born from the diocese. So I told him, so I'll remain here, it's okay. There's need, and I think priesthood, when you become a priest, you're a priest for everywhere. So I remained. He gave me a letter to Major Seminary. So I went to St. Mbaga, Major Seminary. It is a seminary for the people who have known to be in the seminary before. So you have been at the university, you have been working somewhere. There's that seminary which was begun by Cardinal Kawagga. So I went there. I was studying with some of the priests. Father Anthony also joined us later. So I learned a lot of things there. So I graduated in bachelor's degree, that's after 3 years in philosophy. And then after that, the bishop called me and he told me the plan of going to study abroad in Spain. So all that was more love to the priesthood, although there are some moments feel like you're losing the vocation. That's normal and that's common. You can get tired, but God always provides us with the grace to continue. So I went to Spain for 5 years. I graduated in a bachelor's degree in theology, and then I was called back to my country. I did pastoral work. I was ordained a deacon, and then after another year, I was ordained a priest. But all along, that's a short form, I think. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about difference in, the day in life of a priest in Uganda versus a day in life of a priest in the United States, since you've been here 4 or 5 months now.
Okay, yeah. In Uganda, I would say totally we have a busy schedule according to the parish. Of course, it depends on the parish. For me, something I believe in is a priest gives himself work. If you decide to rest, you rest. If you decide not to do anything, but if you decide to work, there is always work, and people need to hear the priests. So in Uganda, we have plenty, because being with the parish and some other sub-parishes, and within the other sub-parishes, there are small Christian communities. That's something I've not seen here, there's a lot of work. For example, I used to visit the sick, the old people, the sick in hospitals, in homes, the old people. I love them so much. I had a lot. Like if I decided to move, like in the morning, I can come back in the evening. And that's only part of the sub-parish, you know? So it gives you more work. Then we have a lot of masses we offer to different categories of people, graduations, weddings. Like on Saturdays, those are days for weddings, for the last funeral rites, for example, praying for the deceased. Those are the Saturdays. And then we have abrupt programs, like the funeral program. Someone dies today, tomorrow is a funeral, but you have other programs awaiting for you. There is a busy schedule of being with the children ministry, the youth ministry. It always keeps you active. And then on that you add on the parish normal program, the daily masses. When I hear like a priest has, of course we have the resting, that's Monday, but a priest is always on service 24/7 whenever they call you, and that's Uganda. So you have to wake up and go and do the work. Yeah, here I think, of course, the culture and the country differs according to this, and even the setting of the dioceses and the country. That's understandable here. Priests here are busy, that's what I realized. Here in the Prince of Peace, we are busy, we have plenty of work because we are available. And the people come for confessions. I like that, confession people. I think here there is more confessions on the program. In Uganda sometimes we have Saturdays for confessions, but you can confess anytime. When a person finds you, Father, I want confession, you are free. I think what I've seen here, if something is not on the program, you might choose not to do it. In my country, we depend so much on to be loyal to that person, because many of the people have not gone a lot to school. Some are more available, they have no job, so at the time they meet you, they want that service. They want to be listened to, they want to listen to you. So there is a lot. But no salary in Uganda. Of course, a priest has no salary, not even here, I think. I don't know how you call it here, but canonically it's not a salary per se. I think it is an allowance, that's how we used to do it. But at least here they support to the priest to help you to live at the parish, and even the fuel. I used not to be given fuel sometimes, but if someone has been merciful, can give you some little money, you top up and then you continue. Then I think another thing I see in Uganda, a priest, people take you to be someone special, very special. If someone meets you on the way, if a policeman stops you, he'll respect you too much. If you go in the supermarket, everyone will be surprised to say, why, a priest? Oh, Father, please bless me, Father. So you have a lot of people to bless, to pray for, Father, pray for me. And then you make yourself available for the people. And I think that's...
So when you're not busy with parish work, what do you like to do in your free time?
Yeah, I always keep busy. And I don't mind the devil's workshop. I always have that in mind. So I do sports. I'm an athlete. I run. Like long distances, I always don't want to be too much enclosed. I want to link up with people. I use an application of Adidas to run. So there is a group of people I run with. So I like cross country. And then I like basketball because it is an active game. So it helps me to keep my size. And then I do some reading, of course, like the Bible, novels, and some books. I've learned something that whichever activity I do, I can offer it as a prayer. Like if I go for a run, I learn to run with the rosary and praying with the rosary. If I go for a walk, I walk with the rosary, praying my rosary. And that's how I enjoy my sports and free time. Yeah.
Well, we're very grateful for your service to our diocese. How can we and the parishioners of our diocese continue to support you?
Oh, thank you. I'm also blessed to be here. It is an honor to work in this diocese. It's a blessing for sure. The first diocese in the United States. Yeah. I think the first thing they can do is to pray for me. I am not yet there, and I'm not Jesus. I'm not even holy, but Saint Joseph Mary Escrivá used to preach about holiness. That way, to become a saint, you have to be holy and to live this life of holiness when you are still alive. So I would request for prayers, first of all, to pray for me, to help me to always keep that holiness, at least to help me, to pray for me, because I know I will feel sad when I die and I don't go to heaven. So that's why I request the prayers for the people, first of all. And then maybe if people see anything wrong, I always like advice, because I try to be free. So I feel like someone, instead of talking something in the back, it would be better to tell me the truth, Lawrence, this and this, maybe adjust. Some things we have to adjust, of course, but I'm a free person to receive that. And maybe something which I would wish for my diocese generally, like maybe to link up with the diocese, parish or diocese. Maybe some friends to go and visit Uganda to see also another environment, as I have seen this environment in the United States. The people, to be with the children, and even over here. That relationship, that bond, for me, I think it will do me great. Yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you, Father. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much.